G'day everyone, welcome to That Other Show. Happy New Year. It's still bloody hot in Australia, and along with it comes a ton of expectations in the gaming world. Bring on Anthem, bring on The Last of Us Part 2, and for the love of God, please bring on a new Splinter Cell game. While we wait for that magic to unfold though, let's allow the intro music to soothe us all into today's show. This is episode 7 of That Other Show, and today is Wednesday, the 2nd of January 2019. I am your host, Lucas, and here with me is a shelf filled with a whole bunch of new stuff from my Christmas haul. During this show, I'll be talking about the following: taste testing the official Nuka Cola drink. It's bright blue, and I'm sure it will taste absolutely lovely. I'm also going to be talking about Bumblebee the movie. After that, I will be talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, or is it Super Mash Bros. Ultimate? Depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking to me, it's definitely Mash Bros. Then we'll do that other description, and that'll be the end of this show. Alright, so let's get into the first section. Right, first up, we will be taste testing this beautiful bottle of Nuka Cola. Nuka Cola Quantum, it actually is. Got this from the Australian Game Awards that was late last year. It's strange saying that so early in the year. But it's, I don't know, I guess it's a promotional drink. It kind of just looks like just any normal drink that they've picked and then just slapped a Nuka Cola Quantum label on it. But anyway, as I said earlier, it is bright blue, looks like a fizzy drink, and probably tastes heavily of sugar. Let's have a look. How much sugar does it have in here? Energy, protein, fat, carbohydrates, sugars. Here we go. Average per serving, I assume one serving is this bottle, is 40.3 grams of sugar. Sounds like a lot, I think. I don't know. But anyway, let's taste this thing. For those of you that are listening to this on an audio platform, there's a special video. I've made a video of this as well, so go and check out the YouTube version if you want to see what's going on in the video. All right, let's open this up. Let's see if we've got a nice fizz. Oh, not a lot of fizz. Let's taste it. Oh, it definitely tastes like a base of lemonade or Sprite mixed with like it's a sweetness there. It's familiar. It tastes, I think, a little bit like, what do they call it? Fairy floss or cotton candy, depending on where you're from. Let's try another little bit. Yeah, it's basically some sort of sweet tasting something along with Sprite. It's very spritey, very lemonade-y, but there you go. Probably a lot of colouring and just a lot of extra sugars in that. I don't actually like that at all. I'm not big on super sweet drinks. I usually drink not the sugar-free versions of stuff. But anyway, that was that. It's an official Fallout drink. Let's see what it says on the side of the label here. With its unique flavour and distinct bluish glow, Nuka Cola Quantum was poised to dominate the soft drink market. Unfortunately, it was released to the public on October 23, 2077, the same day the bombs fell. Okay, so it's a failed drink, and they're blaming an apocalypse. Essentially, the end of the world is the reason why this drink wasn't very popular. I guess you kind of need somebody to sell it to. If they're all nuked, that won't happen. All right, well that's it. That was my taste test of Nuka Cola Quantum. It tastes like crap. Right, let's move on to the next section. All right, so talking about Bumblebee the movie. I've literally just gotten home from watching the Bumblebee movie, and I'm not much of a film critic. I usually critique video games and all that sort of stuff, so I've usually got things like gameplay and all that sort of stuff in mind. But I guess for a movie, it's not really any different to a story in a video game, so I'm going to talk about that, and I guess the visuals as well. Bumblebee starts off pretty cool. With some scenes from Cybertron, and it looked really cool. And I remember seeing, I don't know, it might have been a tweet or something like that, might have been on Discord channel for Uncle Chunt, where he said a whole movie based on Cybertron would be awesome, and I can't help but agree with that. That part of the movie was really good, a good standout, a good start to the film. But basically, what it comes down to is it's a story of a young girl named Charlie. At least I think that was her name. If that's wrong, correct me, please. But I think it was Charlie. But anyway, this Charlie is saddened by the untimely death of her father. And Charlie battles fiercely against the evil alien visitors to planet Earth with the assistance of a war machine known as Bumblebee. Now, to me, that sounds like the movie should have been called Charlie, not Bumblebee, because the story continually reverts back to Charlie's backstory and her background. And there's a lot of tearjerkers in it. I'm thinking, oh man, this is all sad stuff. Come on, I want some exciting explosions and stuff with Bumblebee. But it seems to really focus big time on Charlie. And if you want to think back as well to the original Michael Bay Transformers movie, the initial beginning of Bumblebee almost feels like it is repeating exactly what happened, except it was Sam Witwicky back then, Shia LaBeouf, whatever his name is. But this time with a young girl who's just turned 18 or something like that. But anyway, Bumblebee the movie was pretty cool. I just felt that it had a little bit too much emphasis on the young girl and not Bumblebee, who is actually supposed to be. I've got a burp from this Nuka Cola Quantum. Oh, damn! You were warned. That was a bit disappointing because there wasn't really much backstory for Bumblebee. You do find out a few things about Bumblebee. I'm going to avoid spoilers here, which is cool for background things, but I didn't feel like the focus was in the right place. Oh man, this Nuka Cola Quantum actually it does have quite a fizz to it. It's making me burp now. Probably should have done that last, but oh well. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But yes, so Bumblebee, John Cena is in the movie. I'm not a fan of John Cena. Not that I don't like him, but he's from wrestling fame. Never been a wrestling fan or anything like that. And I felt his character was an absolute moron. I thought he was going to be cool because like the first time he was introduced, he seemed pretty cool and level-headed. And then I just realized he's just an absolute moron of a character who's just, I don't know what that is. Shoot it, kill it. Which was a little bit disappointing. He wasn't in it very much, sort of at the beginning, and then he returns at the end. And look, a little bit of spoiler alert here. He just does a complete 180 turn, and it just becomes this big nice guy at the end. But I don't know why. What changed his mind so quickly? I've only seen the movie once. I probably need to see it again to maybe catch exactly what happened to make him change his mind, but it was pretty silly. It was just a little bit missing. It was just the direction I don't think was headed in the right direction, for lack of better words, I guess. But overall, it's not a bad film. It's not a bad movie at all. I enjoyed it for its face value. But if you're going to critique these things, there are plenty of cracks. I don't know. I'd probably give it a 5 or a 6 out of 10. Not great, but not terrible. And yeah, just lacking a little bit in action. It was a little bit more of an emotional ride than an exciting action film, which is, I don't know, to me, a little bit disappointing. But anyway, that is the Bumblebee movie. Not going to harp on it too much. I'm not a massive movie buff, so I'll leave that to them to do. And if you're listening and you agree or disagree, give me some comments and some feedback in the comment section down below. Thank you. All right, let's move on to the next section. Right, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, or as it's supposed to be called, Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. I picked that up over Christmas time and had a good time with it. But the thing is, that game, wow, that thing's rage-inducing. That's not a super easy game to just pick up and play, which is kind of what I was hoping for, because I'm like, oh, I'll get this and I'll play it with my wife and I'll play it with my daughter, which we did, but nobody knew what they were doing, because it turns into a massive shit fight on the screen with stuff going everywhere. You're pulling off moves, you don't actually know how you did it. I've watched heaps of videos on it, and the moves are actually quite simple, but piecing it all together can be quite tricky. It very much is kind of an easy to play, maybe intermediate to play, very, very hard to master. And it's easy enough to get sort of to grips with how it plays after playing it for a little while, but then you actually get tested with somebody that knows how to play, or when the AI ramps up and you get absolutely pummeled, absolutely destroyed by it, and you don't really know how to get any better. This game needs a lot of practice and a lot of time put into it to learn the ropes. Not to mention, I saw Uncle Chunt's post where he had like 70 odd characters unlocked, and I was thinking, oh yeah, there's quite a few characters. But the thing is, you only start off with, I think it was maybe 2 characters that you can choose from. So you have to continually keep playing the game to unlock all of these characters. So there's quite a lot of content there. It's good to see that it's not DLC, that you can unlock all these things without paying extra money, but you do have to keep playing. And it does get hard, quite hard. There are quite a few times where I raged and turned it off and then went back to it again, either the next day or a couple of hours later. It's a very good game, but it's punishing. It's punishing to the noobs, to the newbies that come. So, and there's going to be quite a few now that Christmas has just gone, because I'm sure there's some kids out there with this game and it's blowing their minds away. But then again, there's probably some out there that'll be absolute, crazy good at this game. But yeah, look, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's a good game. I'm looking forward to playing some more of it. I haven't played it in a few days now. I've been pretty busy. But that is a really good game. Just a lot to learn, a lot to pick up. But anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about on that one. Let's move into that other description. Okay, so we left off last year, I believe. The answer to that other description was Just Cause, and I think it was Radicus again that got his hands on that one and he was correct. So I've got a new one now. Let's see who can pick up this one. Let's go. This game is an action role-playing video game. It was released for a current gen console in 2017. The plot follows a hunter in a world overrun by unruly enemies who sets out to uncover the past. The player uses ranged weapons, a spear and stealth to combat the enemies and loot their remains. The player can explore the open world to discover side quests, like every other game. Anthropologists were consulted to authenticate the world's decay over a millennium. This game has won numerous awards, and critics praised its open world stories, visuals, combat, characterization, and the voice performance of the main character. The dialogue, melee combat, and character models received criticism. That blows my mind, that does. But anyway, it has sold over 7 million copies as at February 2018, making it one of the best-selling games of its platform and the best-selling original IP. Okay, that's it. That is that other description. If you think you know what the answer is, what game that I'm talking about there, then head across to the Aussie Gamers Express Discord channel, search for That Other Show in the little things there, the text chat thingies, and put your answer in there. If you don't know, or you're not already a member of the Aussie Gamers Express Discord channel, then go ahead and check out the description for this show. The link will be there. Click it and join. Simple as that. All right, let's go into a bit of a closer. All right, before I completely close off the show, I'm going to have a little bit, my mouth's a bit dry. I have a little bit more of this Nuka Cola. Nuka Cola Quantum. Oh, that's hideous. But it's wet and I'm thirsty. Oh, yeah, I would not pay money for that. I would not buy that. That is way too sweet. They're just banking on it being sweet, or banking on people not opening them to keep them as keepsakes. But to me, that's not a very good collector's edition. It looks like a normal bottle. It is just had a sticker placed on it, so it's not that fantastic. And it tastes way too sickly sweet. Also, before we finish off, I just wanted to mention as well, there's a few changes coming to Aussie Gamers Express for 2019. Not all of them have been announced. We have revealed have we revealed it? Oh no, that's only in a closed group. I was going to say we've revealed the new logo, because there's a new logo for Aussie Gamers Express. But that's only been revealed to a certain group of people. That's the Agents of Age on the Discord channel. It will be revealed very soon. I'm going to give you a little bit of a heads up here as well. This is something that nobody knows just as yet, other than the admins. But Aussie Gamers Express is undergoing a name change. So we're going to have a new name going into 2019. I don't think we're 100% ready to announce what that name is. But I can say that essentially it will still be Age. So if that gives you a little bit of a hint, that it's still going to be AGE, but it's going to be different. The website, the Aussie Gamers Express website, has changed. The official website for it now will be www.theagexp.com, which is also a little bit of a hint towards the new name change. And I'm going to burp again thanks to this bloody fizzy drink. Oh, and that's not a normal drink, man. That's weird. That's like repeating on me now. But anyway, so theagexp.com. I will be keeping, for some reason, AussieGamersExpress.com no longer works. I can't get it to work. I don't know. It's weird. I got one of my beard hairs or an eyelash in my mouth. That's lovely. AussieGamersExpress.com doesn't work. However, AussieGamersExpress.com.au still works. I will keep that one working until until well into the future. But the official is theagexp.com. I think that's about all I'm going to give away. If you want to be up to date with when we announce the new things for the podcast, etc., jump on our Facebook page, Aussie Gamers Express. That hasn't changed as yet. Actually, the link has, it's facebook.com/theagexp as opposed to Aussie Gamers Express. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow Aussie Gamers 12 at Twitter. I think is that going to stay the same? Yeah, I think that's going to stay the same. I don't think that's changing. It might change to the Age XP. I'm not sure. We'll clarify that another day. And also jump on our Discord channel. Like I said, all the links to all these things are in the description down below. All right, let's finish the show. That's all I've got for now. Well, that's it for this episode of That Other Show. If there isn't enough content in this show, then you absolutely need to go and check out the Aussie Gamers Express video game podcast, which is hosted by Snoogs, Rem, and Greggio. Check out the links in the description. You can also just search for Aussie Gamers Express on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and a ton more. When the podcast is coming back for 2019, we will announce on our social media sites. Man, that Nuka Cola Quantum. That's it. Thank you very much. Catch you all next time, whenever that is. And I am Lucas. And until next time, I will see you.